So I think what this question is trying to get at is that the idea of cross product that we've been looking at in this section is helping us find a vector that's perpendicular to two other vectors. And the problem is that usually we can come up with some calculations based on three-dimensional vectors. These, if you were to change them to vector form, they would be 1-6, 1,6. That's wrong. That should be 6, 1, and this should be 1, 6 up here. Nope. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so the idea is that we have this line segment. We're trying to find the shortest distance, and so the shortest distance from this point to this line segment is going to make a right angle, okay? Which brings up the idea of cross product. But unfortunately, the textbook doesn't really go into detail on how we can do this with two-dimensional vectors. They teach us how to find a cross product with three-dimensional vectors. So what's been done before, I pulled this from Wikipedia. This is the distance formula when it's just two-dimensional vectors instead of having three-dimensional vectors. So if we want the distance between P1 and P2 are points on that line that we're dealing with. So we're trying to find the distance from point R to the line passing through point P and point Q. So this would be like P1, this would be P2 in the formula, and this would be X sub 0 and Y sub 0, the point that we're trying to connect to this line. So if you were to label the points according to how they have it here, this would be X1 and Y1. This would be X2 and Y2, and then this would be X sub 0 and Y sub 0. So we have 8 minus 6 times Y sub 1 is 1 minus 6. And if you've done cross products, there's probably something about this that feels familiar because it's a similar idea. We're looking for something that makes a right angle because that's the shortest distance. And that's all divided by the square root of 8 minus 6 squared plus 6 minus 1 squared. And then if we simplify in the numerator, that's 2 times negative 5, so that's negative 10. 5 times 5 makes 25. And then the denominator, this is 2 squared, so that makes 4. And then that's 5 squared, so that makes 25. So absolute value of the numerator, that's 35 over the square root of 29.